Well, not my body weight.
Okay.
Body weight of a baby.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to give that kind of detail. Just
It's very
body weight.
impressive. People look at me and go, where did you get that baby?
Yeah. You are listening to The Blood.
In this week's Truth News, according to an official poll, 98%...
This is the place? Where's our informant?
Bad news from Hamish. His contact is running late. Impairing our frontal lobe again, are we?
You watch me while I sleep too, Bagley?
The attack occurred just as Albion CEO Nigel Cass was announcing a new security...
Turn up the telly, mate!
Our cameras captured video of the attack, which some viewers may find disturbing.
Without their tireless work, we couldn't have rolled out these checkpoints. Watch out! 43C. Engage contact right. Aim fire! Aim fire!
Liar! You fucking liar! You're going to kill us all! Government officials have yet to issue a statement, but Cass had this to say.
An attack on me and my men is one thing. We're trained to handle these monsters. But I will not abide civilian casualties. This city deserves peace. And I promise you, London, we carry on as we are, these attacks will continue. But we don't need to live like this. Scared to leave our homes. Criminals, terrorists like these, can be stopped before they even start. And I have a plan to do just that. Your police and politicians may have stopped fighting for you. But I will never stop. Thank you.
This is what I'm talking about. Cass ought to be in charge of things.
The hell he should. He's just another greedy bastard.
Nigel Cass is the only one who gives a fuck about this city.
Twat.
Oi, break it up. Keep it civil.
Probably shouldn't be talking about her now.
Unbelievable. Bloody unbelievable.
Fucking hell. Tell me you lot met with my contact and he had nothing to do with this.
Your man never showed up, Hamish. But come on, this was a show. It has Cass written all over it.
Horse. It played right into his hands. Control the narrative, right? I bet we'll find proof at the site.
No, you don't get it, fam. Radu's been seriously unbalanced lately. Talking all sorts of rubbish about someone having to stop Cass, no matter the cost.
Timing's too pat. Cass announces this new security initiative and then he's attacked in public. No way.
Hope you're right. And it's not Radu gone off the deep end.
It's very impressive. People look at me and go, where did you get that baby?
Yeah. You are listening to The Blood.
In this week's Truth News, according to an official poll, 98% of Londoners are very happy with CTOS. And I am not sure that I agree with this, Andy. I don't think 98% of Londoners have ever in the history of London ever agreed on anything. You could not get 98% of Londoners to agree that oxygen was better than breathing a fog of raw liquid feces. And they expect us to believe that everyone agrees CTOS is better than not choking on shit mist.
This is the site where Nigel Cass was attacked. But, surprise, surprise, his personal goon squad has already scrubbed the area for evidence.
Textbook cover-up. They don't want anyone digging into this.
Yes, if you search for clues, I may be able to reconstruct the attack in augmented reality.
One day, you've got to let me see what's under the bonnet, Bagley.
There is a CTOS data relay nearby. That will have the data I need.
I've got this.
Spider's acting up, knocking it down. The blousy maggots.
I'm going to need a bit more data if you want me to reconstruct the scene in augmented reality. That should do it. Go back to the location of the incident to view the reconstruction.
There's no need to get so angry. Okay, but...
Did you catch that?
Citizens, we must ask that you clear the area.
Find the prick!
Moving on. Check it out.
Very clear. Moving on.
Looking, moving to assist. Let's have a look around.
Nothing here.
Clear. Let's move on.
Clear. Moving on.
Area's clear. Continuing the search.
Negative contact. Moving on. Clear.
All clear over here. Moving on.
No one here. Stick to procedure.
All clear over here.
We're all clear
Moving
over
on.
here. Clear.
Nothing out of the ordinary here.
Where the hell are they?
Moving on. There's nothing here.
Don't see anyone. This area is clear. Keep moving.
Let's keep looking.
All clear in
Let's
here.
keep our eyes peeled.
Please, remain calm.
Not seeing anything here.
Don't see
Moving
anyone.
elsewhere.
We have the area under control. You must clear this area.
Concerned about the increased alien presence in London.
It's a total disgrace. Mercenaries patrolling the street, threatening us. It's like we're in some third world bloody dictatorship. That's big. What happened to freedom?
Citizens, we must ask that you clear the area.
What's this?
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
This does look like pro-terrorism, in the sense that it's both professional and in favour of terrorism.
Professional, eh? All of that shit online these days. Not much help there. I'll have a gander.
Searching facial recognition databases, and here he is, Radu Florin, an Albion employee in good standing, until he tried to drive an exploding truck into his boss.
Radu? Oh, shit. Fam, that's the bloke put me onto Themis. My contact inside Albion.
Oh, fuck me. Cass didn't plan this attack at all. This guy really wanted him dead.
What the fuck did he find to make him desperate enough to do this? Roll it, Bugs.
Look at that. Albion trucks with black boxes on the undercarriage, just like aeroplanes. I can track down the black box, which should lead us to the truck's current location.
Run the numbers, Bags. Plates, VIN, whatever.
Of course. I'll also monitor Albion communications and 1,000 other little things you would appreciate.
Looks like a disgruntled employee situation. Cass did something to seriously piss this guy off.
If there's mutiny afoot in Albion, we could spin that to our advantage. Let's start investigating the truck.
According to Albion radio chatter, they've moved the truck to the Tone bombing site. And here's something even stranger. They've moved Radu Florin's body along with it.
Oh, well, that's not suspicious at all.
Albion has been coordinating recovery efforts at the site, which is rather vague.
It's a dumping ground, innit? For problems they like to see disappear. If we find the truck, we find Radu.
Agreed.
Come on. Yeah.
There's got to be more to this.
So.
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. This time we're turning...
Your teammate has sought out new accommodations in an Albion holding cell. Have London rents really gotten that bad?
You called the right man. I'll get the job done.
Take.
friend of yourself.
Wait, what was that?
Area for suspicious behavior.
Shut down that drone.
Oh!
I've had enough. Stop now. Keep yourself up.
Clear. Moving on.
Come out. Give up.
Clear in here.
Target escaped. Call in.
Stop where you are.
I love the feel of this shot.
Come on. Do you want to die? Give up.
Look at you.
Get all spare units to me.
Heading to last known position. Sending in attack drone. Go on, have a look. Just give up, will you? Back to fire! Shot fired!
Stay down!
There's only one way this ends.
This might be him. Severely burned. Looks recent too.
There's a lump of damaged metal in his noggin that might once have been an optic.
But you can handle that amount of damage, right?
I'm pulling everything down from his cloud storage now. I recommend escaping from the premises.
Using a recent bombing site to hide corpses. Disturbing, but clever.
If you consider that new bodies are constantly being unearthed from the Tone wreckage, they can kill anyone they want and get away with it. I've decrypted an audio file recovered from the attacker's body. Shall I play it?
You're clear to go, Bagley.
He's launched them, Mum. They're waiting up there and no one knows. People think he'll keep them safe, but that's not what he wants. He wants control. He sent them up there to watch us. And worse,
This is London.
he called them Justice Themis drones. What a cruel joke.
This time we're turning our focus back on the
The project was dead, but he has the team re-engineering an upgrade that'll activate a systemic reboot, and you always hated it when I used my big up words. I can't let it happen. And without him, it doesn't. Mom, I'm about to do something. Something awful. Or at least people will say it's awful. If they know what I know, maybe they'd think better of me. Less of a monster. But I'm trying to stop a monster, Mom. I am. If you had the chance to stop something terrible from happening by killing someone, wouldn't you do it? Something truly horrible. I'm sorry. I love you.
Well, shit. All those Themis drones above us are just a single system update away from murder.
Might take months, but Cass could get the project back on its legs. Unless we destroy the drones themselves. Bugs boy, the Themis data we wiped at Titus. Any chance you remember enough to retro-engineer a more suitable upgrade?
I'll do you one better. I can code a virus from the data itself.
Are you serious, Bagley? Why the fuck would you keep the project data?
I asked him to. No sense in just flushing data. Never know what might come in handy or what you might learn. So, how do we use it to infect the drones?
Albion's got a primary communications hub at Tower Bridge. Upload the virus there, fam, and all the drones get a dose.
Let's get this done.
The ground for this environment really got created when we had suddenly authoritarian politicians everywhere, and anything that threatened them or they disagreed with, they would call it disinformation. That's disinformation, that's fake news. And again, we got in a situation where nobody really believed anything. And the trouble is if you were telling the truth, it's very hard to get your message to cut through all of the noise of all of the disinformation that's there. So like, you remember Out on the Edges, there was this story about when they would take a house by force, they would take any infants and they would crucify them. And that's a great, fantastic, viral story. And how do you counter that story? With the truth. The only way you can counter it is by saying, no, they didn't. And of course, no one wants to spread that story. No one wants to hear that story. They want to hear the sensationalism. They want to hear how people were victims of violence when in fact they weren't. Or they were victims of insurgent forces when in fact they weren't.
This is Albion's primary communications hub, but there's more security here than there is around the Royal Meth Stash. You should start by destroying their encryptors. If your hacking skills are up to snuff, dominating a combat drone or two could help.
Message received.
Well, this'll make a good story.
Wait! Give up now!
Track him down!
Give it up! Nothing here. Eyes peeled. They're here.
This area is clear. Keep moving.
Clear. Let's keep looking. Check your doors and corners.
No one here.
Clear. Let's move on.
One down. Moving on.
Fuck a duck. Got someone. No sense resisting.
Another area.
Give it up. This is getting you nowhere.
Let's have a look
Clear.
around.
Heading out. Come on. Give yourself up.
That's it for the encryptors. You can now upload the virus using the central antenna.
Message received.
Let's fan out. Be quick about it.
Clear. Moving on. You are going down when we find
This is it.
I'm reading incoming drones.
Are they Themis?
No. These aren't the algorithmically driven assassin drones. They're just the normal drones that auto-kill you. The virus upload won't continue until you get back to the antenna. Don't worry, it's more afraid of you than you are of it. Timeout. You're up.
No worries, fam. Man's got this. New master hacker in town. We're live.
I'm reading incoming drones.
For those angry little Themis drones.
No. These aren't the algorithmically driven assassin drones. They're just the normal drones that auto-kill you.
Drones have been deployed to apprehend the suspects.
pick up the pace a little.
Security breach. Drone reinforcements en route.
That's it for Themis, fam. No coming back from this.
Yes, the lights are lovely. I suggest you leave before someone gets the bright idea to turn yours off. Cass's plan to use drones driven by some social algorithm to dispense justice has backfired. Do you think he's actually read any of those Greek myths he's named his drones after?
What's to stop the next plan, and the one after that? Cass is the real problem here. We have to figure out a way to stop him.
It ain't as simple as that. Think about it, yeah? Man's strapped like nobody else, and everyone still thinks we're the baddies. We hit him head on, and we're gonna get murked. And for what? So that people can keep thinking we're the baddies.
So we take the people's support away, fam? Bags and me have some thoughts on what we gotta do. You lot better come in for a briefing.
All units, I repeat, all units. We have reports of a hostile in your area. Over.
All units force this suspect to stop.
Control, I'm ready to immobilize the target.
Target just went through a checkpoint. Over. Still on the suspect. Over. Control. I've lost the target. Terminating the search. Control. Put out an APW.
Building a resistance group requires operatives with specialized skills. Technical abilities, firearms handling, and physical training are all valuable. Bare-knuckled boxing rings are a good place to find people who are good at throwing punches, or taking them. By defeating each opponent in an arena, you'll have an opportunity to face its best fighter. Prove your physical superiority, and they may consider joining DedSec. I'm guessing that's some sort of primate society thing.
Albion confirms that the explosions seen in the skies over London were indeed an Albion drone project that was sabotaged by the DedSec insurgency. In an exclusive interview with GBB Radio 1, Albion founder and CEO Nigel Cass had this to say.
Truth is, the supposed freedom fighters of DedSec have made London less free. That drone project was meant to replace Albion boots on the ground, let the city get back to normal, but now I can't in good conscience stand my people down. That's not how I lead.
Cass went on to implore listeners to treat any suspected DedSec operatives as terrorists and to immediately report them to Albion.
Hey, what the fuck is Cass on about? Man spends his life killing to stay in power, and now he's acting like he's done nothing wrong. Come on, man.
And it's working. Sorry, that was too cheerful. Sadly, it's working. Too sad?
It's what he does. Scares the shit out of people, then swoops in and plays the hero. We've got to show them what he really is.
So that's his weakness, his image. If we shatter that, he falls apart.
We got a proposition on the subject. Hey, Bagley, do your thing, man.
This is Claire Waters, political dissident and podcaster, reported missing after teasing a salacious upcoming episode. Sadly, it never aired, so all we have is this.
On the next episode of Buccaneer Radio, I'm chatting with someone from deep inside Nigel Cass's inner circle. He's promised me something that will expose Cass as the tyrant I know he is. This is going to blow the roof right off White Tower. See you next week, pirates.
Nigel would have spun that interview if it was spinnable. If he went after Waters for it, that tape's a smoking gun.
We've got to have it.
Claire was known to broadcast out of Freight 1. You should begin searching there. Claire Waters appears to be an equal opportunity muckslinger. Albion is her target of choice, but she's railed against tech genius Sky Larson, SIRS, and Plan Kelly. Opinionated, isn't she?
She could bare dominate if she had DedSec giving her intel, man. Sounds to me like a wicked team-up.
She's been digging in Cass's shit for a while. If what she has isn't enough to squeeze his bollocks in a vice, then maybe she'll join you lot and help find something.
Congratulations. You're the chosen one.
Moving out.
Utterly stupid.
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer. Your source.
To the government's list of illegal items.
Claire used to broadcast from somewhere around here. That's all I've got, I'm afraid. Bloody analog technology.
She must have her share of enemies, and if we could find her, they could too. Let's move.
Statistics report a 37% reduction. It's working for you.
Another advocate for truth and justice murdered by the machine. We're never going to win this fight, are we?
I'd love to listen to you moan all day, but perhaps investigating her murder would be a better use of our time.
You're right, Bagley. We can still do some good here. Let's look around. We have some foot traffic here.
Several individuals. Boots rather than shoes. One with a tread unique to a certain paramilitary supplier. I think it's from their autumn collection.
These must be Albion's boots. They got everything but her tablet. Run a scan, please, Bagley.
Slightly more than the usual security. Can't just barge past it. It'll take at least a polite cough and an excuse me. Give me a moment.
Have a look at this graffiti, Bagley. A bit much, wouldn't you say?
Claire did release several podcasts critical of Clan Kelly, which you'd think they'd be used to by now. They're a criminal gang. They shouldn't expect flowers and thank you notes.
This doesn't seem like their style. Something's wrong here.
Tablet unlocked. Claire seems to have logged conversations on it.
Okay, you've agreed to speak on the record. You are an intelligence technician at Albion and work closely with Nigel Cass, correct, Mr...?
Just you. I can't believe I'm doing this. If they were to find out.
I know. Only have to step outside to see how Albion treats people. What do you have for us?
Proof that Nigel Cass was complicit in the bombings.
What? But that's... Here, transfer it to this secure storage drive. How solid is this information?
It's a recording of him talking to some...
Security, drop your weapons!
You can't do this!
Gather all her equipment and get it to the carousel. You, take that wall, then get rid of this body. She can stay here. Gang vengeance is an horrible crime, ain't it?
Fuck me. Cass sent a squad of his goons for Claire and that other bloke. That recording's gotta be the real deal. Bastard knew about the bombings.
Albion must have Claire's equipment then, along with the audio file evidence.
This is exactly what we need to bury that fucker for good. Nigel Cass will answer for the blood on his hands. We will get justice for Claire and that whistleblower. The Albion gunman said something about Carousel. Could mean Carousel Plaza, Albion's propaganda library.
Sounds like as good a place as any to start looking. The stolen evidence is here somewhere. Watch out, Albion security is thicker than whoever cleaned up that crime scene. There's also a lot of them around.
Not of a mind to go easy on any Albion twat I meet. Not after seeing what they did at Freight 1.
Yes, well, let's focus on finding Claire's equipment, shall we? You found Claire's equipment, including her secure storage drive, which shockingly appears not to have been tampered with, so the audio evidence is probably still intact.
moving!
Worthless.
Investigating disturbance. Target malfunctioning.
We're being watched.
Find the arsehole controlling that spider!
Searching for target.
Think the suspect gave us a slip. Call it in.
somewhere else.
Yeah, moving on.
Don't see anything here.
Nothing here.
ATL unsuccessful. Circling back.
Well, I know you're listening. Let's talk.
We told you the Prime Minister would turn you down. Brits love to see private military contractors on foreign streets, but not their own.
He's a fool! This whole city, this whole country's collapsing. The military's held together with duct tape. Police are running scared.
Someone has to save the people, Nigel. Someone strong.
They do. And I've already worked it out. The ideal targets are the Towan Conference, Parliament, and King's College Hospital. I'll provide overseas tac teams for logistics, but you can source the bombs yourself. Non-negotiable. It cannot trace back to me.
You're forgetting something.
And I'll get you access to filament, as agreed. Now go away.
Now Scarper, or they'll kill you for sure.
That crosses the line.
That was Albion's automated propaganda hub you've thrown a spanner into. Ostensibly for broadcasting safety notifications to nearby optics, really all it does is bombard them with propaganda. Or rather, it did. Has a voice that makes you want to snap his smug bollocks in a pencil case, doesn't he? And Zero Day knew just which strings to pull to get what they wanted, didn't they? Filament.
And Cass was willing to trade it for the keys to the city. Fuck. Don't know, fam. I think I always thought there was a chance for him to... Fuck!
To be the man you thought he was. Sorry, Hamish. If that man ever existed, he's gone now. We have to get this information out there, to the people.
You're right. When you lot get the chance, come to Piccadilly Circus. Been working with Bags on something. And this proof is just the token we needed. London, you've been lied to. Nigel Cass and his Albion peacekeepers intend to permanently control this city.
The ideal targets are the Towan Conference, Parliament, and King's College Hospital. I'll provide overseas tac teams for logistics, but you can source the bombs yourself. Non-negotiable. It cannot trace back to me.
Nigel Cass collaborated with a terrorist to bomb this city. Then, He set up an orbital drone program called Themis that will target you based on your stolen data.
I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize Themis.
I've given you the truth. Do as you will. Actually, fuck that. Resist.
Not bad if I do say so, innit?
Hamish!
Haha.
No longer a recluse, I see.
Yeah, well, can't lock myself away from the world forever. Got a lot to make up for, don't I? Besides, you sorry lot need all the help you can get. Check it.
Fucking wankers!
Looks like Albion's still a force to be reckoned with.
Good news, it's time to put your life on the line for the Resistance.
It's about time.
Mate, Nigel's got a private bunker under this place where he liked to tweak his toys. I'll bet he's barricaded himself down here. Won't be anyone but the true believers around the compound.
Cass needs to be stopped, now.
Luckily, his reinforcements are limited to whoever's faffing about nearby.
You can't have gone far.
The enemy is among us. Be on your guard. Allow no one to pass unchecked. We cannot let anyone stop us from protecting
He's
London.
right. It won't be in his lifetime. location. It must be nearby. Area clear, moving on.
Men and women of Albion, your true enemy has finally shown its face. It's far. But what more can we expect? Don't destroy the one man able to resist.
We lost the suspect. Resume patrol.
They're saving their own skins, nothing more. I found the answer to our problem, and I will not stop until it's brought to fruition. Are you sure that's what you want to come up against? You want to test my resolve? Well then.
Spread out. Find the suspect. Drone, initiate search. Calling additional units.
Nobody's here. Searching elsewhere.
Moving on, there's nothing here.
Drone,
Moving
begin
on.
sector search. Nobody's here. Searching elsewhere. All good.
Moving
I'll try
elsewhere.
somewhere else.
Clear. Let's move on. All clear over here.
Area's clear.
This way.
Continuing to
Gun
search.
right. This ends now. Going in for a look. Come on, that's a hit.
Grenadier and deploy. Point me at her.
Check your doors and corners.
Come out!
You're in trouble now. I'll have you. Frag out! Come out and fight!
Get me some extra hands here.
Drone, perform a search.
You're not getting out of this. Keep looking.
I'd rather not have to kill you today.
That does it.
Drone's been deployed to apprehend the suspect.
Engaging hostile targets. hostile target.
Taking cover! In the car, I'm in body. Which one?
Neutralizing hostile target. Engaging target.
Shots fired! Ah! Ah! Have a look.
Moving to it.
And I lost them.
You know what to do. Search the area.
Don't get ambushed.
I give up. Let's regroup.
Let's find this wanker.
Here. Let's move on. All clear over here. Moving on. Eyes peeled. They're here.
That takes care of security. You can now access the elevator to the bunker.
Stay sharp. Search the area. What's next? All clear over here. Moving on.
Bollocks! They must have got away.
So you've come to end it, have you, DedSec? But haven't you figured it out yet? What our mutual acquaintance 0 Days set in motion? My inevitable reign and your downfall. This is how it will always end. The natural order of people like me and people like you. I am the law. Come down. Let me show you.
Your weapons are useless against that drone Cass is wearing. Complete the network bypass to power up the EMP stations. Cass has called in reinforcements. What a surprise.
You've ruined my plans, DedSec. Devoted to I'll rid the city of you once and for all.
Revealed. The EMP worked. Fire away. Is depleted. Power up the next one with a network bypass.
More forces incoming. Check your tail.
What you see is the future, the evolution of security. You will not stand in my way.
with that armor, you need to power up an EMP station by completing the network bypass. Am I talking to myself? Another EMP station.
Heads up. He's called in reinforcements.
Your fight is futile. They won't even thank you. All your efforts, all your sacrifice.
With that armor, you need to power up an EMP station by completing the network bypass. Am I talking to myself?
Drones deployed to arrest the suspect.
This is your chance to do some damage. Don't waste time.
Let's get this over with.
Time to end this.
I could have made your death easy. You had to force my hand. You had to interfere in my master plan. I'm impressed. Think your little resistance is ready to be London's protectors?
This feels like a promising start.
Oh, it's a thankless burden. And the people will hate you for it in the end. Even when it's for their own bloody good.
The people know what is and isn't for their own bloody good.
There it is. That sixth fatal flaw. Your faith in people. You recruit all types, don't you, straight off the streets. Well, I used to have faith in people, too. I got a good man killed once.
Well, that strikes Nigel Cass off the list. Shame. I think he would have made a smashing 0 day.
We have plenty of work still to do. Cass may be gone, but Albion won't disappear that easily. Expect the powers that be to find fresh excuses to keep them on the streets. That said, I think we've earned ourselves a bit of a rest. From 0 day as well.